Greetings, mortals. I am Nathas, the ruler of the underworld, and today we will be reacting to the newest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 363, titled Standing in the Way, which could. Funny enough, this refers to pretty much everyone in this war because, think about this. Asta is the only thing that is keeping Lucius as major in a major way from conquer the world. The Black Bulls are standing in the way of well, not saying Lucius is standing. Well, Damnatio is standing in the way of Black Bulls, uh, having Asta come here. And and the other magic arts are keeping Lucius from just conquering everything because again, prolonging the whole inevitable in us in Lucius' perspective when it comes to conquering and turning anyone into paladins. So it's kind of how this statement does kind of represent every single group in some form of way in terms of standing in someone's way. So yeah. Anyway, so then we get to narration where Nero says, "The return of Asta, the kingdom's hope is imminent. However, it's gonna be a bit of a delay, like a few chapters, give or take, maybe a volume, depends really on how long Tomato wants to spend Damnatio fighting against the Black Wolves. Just let's be honest ourselves, the battle itself could not really be that long when you break down to it. There could be a lot of delays, a lot of flashbacks, a lot of references, and a lot of over-the-top color pages to take up our chapter time. But regardless, we have the us is not appearing as of now, and maybe the rest of the reason we're gonna see if they're gonna appear as well. So yeah. Anyways, then we start this chapter off in where Lucius clothes go up against Yuno, where one of the Lucius says, "You all seem awfully attached to Asta. Unfortunately, even if he were alive, he isn't going to return. I've already made sure of that." Why? As much as Luciat is giving a lot of stocks to his paladins, I don't think they've really shown the best. I mean, again, not to say they've been on a one-side losing streak, although actually, let's see here, 3 of the bosses were taken down in the Land of Rising Sun with relative low effort when you really break it down. Morgan and Yami didn't even really start fighting yet. I guess Morgan took down one of the captains. Well, took down Jack quickly. Axel, I guess, took down Nozel very quickly. But again, you could say that's more because they don't want to hurt her. But against Noelle, she seems to be kind of even, if anything. And more as I don't even know. It's kind of funny how we completely skipped over that. Did Meliona's final hit actually get anything, or is it just or what is happening? Because I don't think we even got an explanation. I mean, last time we got it was Lucy saying, "Huh, Melona was supposed to have died as soon as Morris touched her. Can't wait that she's still alive." So it's kind of funny how that's kind of the thing that's happening right now, and how we don't palettes. I don't really hold that much stock into them. But I guess we are supposed to be taking them seriously. They barely do anything of worth at this point. So yeah, anyways, we cut to the Witch's Forest again, where we see Damnatio in his paladin form and 5 of those angelic golem creatures. As then we see 3 giant earth golem creatures from the Witch's Forest, which I think was shown in the filler arc between the Elf Saga and the Spade Saga. But anyways, then we see a few witches screaming, "We won't let you interfere with the door of fate!" As then we see those witches and those golems shooting at those golems and creatures. As Damnation just says, "Skill magic, skill dominate." As that, I think it just makes things disappear or stop. I don't know, we get those blasts hitting, but then they just kind of stop. It's similar, kind of like when, ironically enough, it's similar to when Vodka was saying her blood veins or whatever those were at Noelle, and then immediately when she entered that holy form, this just kind of stopped there. That's kind of what this reminds me of. So I guess it's kind of a similar thing here, as we get the witches saying, "Oh, magic is being erased." Uh, it looks more blocked, but I'm guessing it's supposed to be erased. As then we have the nation saying, now that I've become a paladin, any magic that is used before me will be used to tilt the scales favorably towards us, the righteous. Yeah. Although, funny enough, the righteous I feel like could go into righteous could be used against any of the main characters when it comes to like making fun of them. Because again, like I would say, everyone. Then we completely uh, I don't know if this is supposed. If the idea is that they were firing back, or the idea is just that they were, because of the lack of magic, they just kind of all fell down. But regardless, we see some wreckage and all that, which makes me think maybe there's a page missing in the official translation. We might see an extra page, but I'm not entirely certain what exactly is happening here. As then we have the nation saying, "There they are. The future where the devil threatens order must be prevented." Which there's a bit of a question on who he's referring to with the devil. Is he referring to Asta? Is he referring to Liebe? Is he referring to someone else? Or what exact? I mean, there even was some fears that maybe what they're gonna summon is Astaroth and not Asta himself or something. But this devil, people are questioning. I think it's just, for now, I'm just going to assume it's a jab at Asta. But we might get some revelation later. Who is to say specifically? But anyways, as Lucius says that, we see those golem creatures combining their magic to strike all at once, as Damnation says, to make sure that Lucius' summon's perfect, just, and orderly world becomes a reality as they all get ready to fire. Perfect and just? Have you seen what the role Lucius' siblings play in his plot? Because I wouldn't really call that perfect or just in any sense of the word. Whereas then we see some random witch saying, no, as those five golems go to fire the main tree or building. As then we cut to the Clover Kingdom. As then I'm assuming we are supposed to get the impression this is Lucy, Morgan, and Yami fighting a bit. As Lucius tells Yami, Lucius-sama sees a path to a peaceful world. Which again makes me question how did he convince Vonica and Dante to work for him? Along with a loathsome disturbance in the witch's force that threatens it. Which again makes me wonder how Lucius-sama's future sight works, because again, I thought he saw Asta's influence, but not Asta himself, or like, those like he's invisible, so he doesn't know what has to happen for him to do stuff. But this again makes it sound like there is something that he sees, but nothing he could really pinpoint directly. As in Morgan tells Yami, be reborn, Yami, and let us once more defend this country together, like in our old great dear days. So yeah, again, like one of those dialogues that these paladins have been having all this time. As then we see Yami looking down all serious, well, a bit upset, as if he remembers Julius. As then Yami points out an obvious fact to Morgan with, back then, our captain wasn't Lucius. As they see a picture of Julius, as Yami stands up and tells Morgan, sorry Morgan, you and I can't be partners anymore, because I already got my own squad. So yeah, that fate that he has in the Black Bulls, which we need to have like every single volume that the people have fate in Black Bulls and all that stuff. As then we have Yami telling Morgan, you said it yourself, didn't you? As then we get, I don't know, we've seen this flashback, or this is a new part of the flashback. As we have when Morgan was alive telling Yami, you have a good eye for people, Yami. The power to bring them together, too, even if you are blunt. I think you make a good brigade captain, which is fine, because the fact that he's probably the best brigade captain. As they have Yami telling him, I personally didn't think I had a good eye for it, but I get it now. As then we see some runes appearing, with that blast going in there, and getting fired back on because that was mirror magic that was just used at Lucius and all those golem creatures. Then unless it just disappears again or stops, or I don't know. I don't think we actually get like how the end to resolve in his scale match. I think it just like kind of stops and all that, and nothing else. As then we have the battle with Damnatio, as then we have the Black Bulls with Nox Shadow Hands coming. We see Magda, Zoa, Ghosh, and someone else behind them, all coming from the fog, as if that's like kind of a shock moment or something. As I'm guessing Magda says, "From here on out, the Black Bulls are gonna take you down." As we see Locke, Gray, Morgan, Go, Zora, Charmy, Magna, and surprisingly enough, Sakura there. I was thinking she was gonna be a bird and do like a shocking reveal, to like hype her, for like so she have like a similar moment that Noelle and Mimosa's got. But nope, she's just kind of there. Like not, I want to say that she's like I don't want to say she's the farthest away from everyone. That would probably be Henry, who's not even showing. He's just in that Black Bull base, and Charmy, who's completely far off. But it's kind of funny how far away. How she's like not even like in that the main thing that takes you. How she's more in the background of everything. I really do have to wonder at this point if Sekka was supposed to have lived past the Alpha, because again, like how she just gets shafted. Like it's actually the Tabata forgets about her, but it's like she kind of just is there, uses her sealing magic once, and then is completely irrelevant from the entire rest of the story. Like even after the learning, learning, what was it, ultimate magic or whatever, all she does is use it on Zora, which not gonna take away because Zora she has to use it so Zora can use his trap magic against Pharaoh, but still, it's kind of like steal one thing and then just disappear. And who knows, maybe she's gonna have like a big one taking down the nation since she was also there on Asta Strider. Honestly, I feel like she does have like at least the main reason to get a flashback more than anyone else because again, this kind of because she was kind of in this whole madness. As then we have a close up of the nation's eyes, and he tells them, "Check once more, you fools who have been swayed by the devil. You obstruct me." So yeah, as then we get and they're saying they come face to face once more. The Black Bulls versus the Nishio. End of chapter. Break next week, which makes me think there's gonna be some kind of weekend, some kind of celebrations or something next week because I think My Academia is also on break next week. So and usually there's like a bit of a usually those two are not together when it comes to break. So I think there's probably like a break something. So yeah, we have the Black Bulls versus the Nishio here. How the battle's gonna go? I don't know. The way the nation's magic has been used makes me think that none of them should really be able to use any magic. Especially if if it would be consistent with golems being the only ones that could. But we are going to have to see if maybe there's like a distance situation going on here. But yeah, like I think I already expressed my feelings of Black Bulls versus the Nation in the last chapter. But again, I can't really see. There are some people saying that maybe Charmy and someone who wasn't an elf last arc is going to become a paladin this arc because even the clothes kind of resemble the paladin clothing. Although to be fair, the paladin clothes I think are just their spade variant of those outfits that they didn't purify into looking like paladin. But we're gonna see how that's going to look when we get going to eventually get to it. I wouldn't really hold my breath for some dark stuff. Like, I could see it. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I would be skeptical to say the least. But yeah, we're gonna see how this is gonna turn out. Okay, like, unless if the nation uses his other magic, I'm not really the most terrified of him. Honestly, I would say his golem creatures that are with him are more terrifying than he himself is. But yeah, we'll go see how it's gonna turn out. Well, this was a decent setup chapter. And again, nothing. It's kind of difficult to comment much about anything because it just sets up the battles between Yami and Morgan and Black Bulls versus Damnatio. Let's see how they're gonna turn out. But yeah, Anyways, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave your thoughts on this chapter in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.